Hello, I'm FPX Toycat, and here is the world record for beating Minecraft Java Edition with no glitches on a random seed. Here is the exact same record but for Minecraft Bedrock PC. As you can see, it's a few minutes behind because Minecraft Bedrock is generally seen as harder to speedrun, but here is that same category for Minecraft Bedrock console. As you can see, 13 minutes and 4 seconds. That is an insane time for a random seed, and it means the fastest anyone has ever beaten Minecraft is actually on a PlayStation 4 of all places. This goes against everything you would expect from the Minecraft speedrunning world, and it's only possible because of one huge change between Minecraft Java and Minecraft Bedrock, which was absolutely exploited by M8Us, who is of course the talented speedrunner that made this possible. But let's watch the run, let's show you exactly what's going down here from the very creation of the world. This is something you have to do a lot on random seed glitchless runs, because obviously you need to get some good RNG on the seed itself, so there is a lot of this that happened, but you're going to see from start to finish an intense run, because as you can see, they're lucky to have a village right near the spawn, within run distance of spawn. They can see one of the houses, which means they're going to head straight over there. Villages are essential for a random seed run because they not only provide wood, it's not tree wood, but it's village wood. It works the same, but also they provide an easy on the surface access to stone, so they can immediately not only craft some wooden tools, but some stone tools as well. But that is also going to give you access to iron if you need it for a bucket, which you totally better believe you do, because there is an iron golem that generates in the village, post-village and pillage. So they craft their stuff as fast as they can. This is some impressive for a controller crafting, as you can see right here, zooming through the stuff, getting themselves a, not just a wooden pickaxe, but into the stone pickaxe, racing through the tiers as fast as they can. And something incredible that while you might be focused on how fast they're demolishing this house, trying to get themselves, a stone, sword and a stone axe, as well as the bed and stuff. But something you might not notice is as they, go through and craft that stuff and then destroy the crafting table, right now, this is the moment, if we pause right here, this is the moment where they realize that behind there is actually a ruined portal. This is the second incredible piece of luck. It's not just a village kind of near the spawn, but it's a village and it's a thing. So if we press play again and, we realize what they do, they take full advantage of this and they're going ready to take, get immediately into the nether if they can. Unfortunately for them, all they get is a flint and steel and a golden apple. The golden helmet's going to be useful for trading with villagers, with piglins rather, but it's still a nice little start. But, if they keep on going, they're feeling good about it so far. They've got themselves some free loot, a tiny piece of armor. They've got themselves a golden apple, and more importantly, they've got a village which they can loot to get some food, a saddle and an emerald, as well as some leggings. It's not a lot, but it's something, right? And they're going through here trying to get all the beds that they can, because this is essential for the new Bedrock Ender Dragon killing strategy. There has been a way to kill the dragon in less than a minute recently. Next up, it's get the iron. That is, of course, essential, because although the flint and steel was given for free, the iron from the, iron for a bucket is still not found yet. So what do? You kill an iron golem. So they decide to go for the stacking themselves up strategy, which is a little bit more risky. You saw how it even went badly there, and you can see how the golem is, killing his time. This could have been a sub 13-minute run if iron golems just work correctly in Bedrock. But as you can see, he goes for this strategy because the moment the golem is dead, which is going to be faster because they can critical hit, they've got the iron and they're ready to craft it ASAP. It's an incredible thing to watch. It's, really great to go through right here. Even the inventory management. Doing this on a controller is much harder, of course. You can't snap with a mouse, but they're making the best of it. They are going through and they're making this happen as they're going between other tasks. They do one last look around the village, just praying they're going to find, some essential things. In this case, they do find some bread, which is, of course, going to be great. Throw it in on the ground. Again, slightly inefficient inventory management system, but it's what you have to do on a controller sometimes. You don't have the snappy access. Going through the inventory and moving stuff can take a second or more, if it's fiddly and it's in the middle there somewhere. So the final thing he's going to do is going to get himself some wood. This is, of course, essential to have yourself access to a block, but it's also going to be essential to craft some more beds because he only got 2 from the village. He's going to need at least 3 of those if he wants to get anything done. So, sure, 2 beds and, access to a stronghold. And the thing that he does, the thing that is incredible right here, not only does he get some cooked beef, this is an essential part of Minecraft, but the thing that he does that's so incredible is after he's got this gone down, he makes an incredibly risky play. This is the thing that Minecraft Bedrock players can abuse to get faster times than Minecraft Java, because although Minecraft Bedrock is generally harder to run, one of the unique characteristics of Bedrock is that, strongholds try to generate below villages, so it's always worth looking below your village. It's a less than 1 in 10 chance that a village that is that close to spawn will have a stronghold below it, but rolling the dice and going for it every single time, as indeed this runner has done, I can tell by looking at the previous runs, it's something that only pays off every now and then, but when it does, like in this case, it is incredible. Also, in this case, it happens to have a second Minecraft Bedrock exclusive characteristic. Strongholds don't stop generating just because of water, which means he's immediately in the stronghold. We're less than 5 minutes into the run, and he's chilling in a stronghold with pretty much all the tools that he's going to need to get the rest of the tools, which he's going to want. He's lucky enough to find this library right here, and something about this, because the way they got straight into a library with this amazing seed, which had 3 things working. It wasn't just a village near spawn, it wasn't just a portal near spawn, but it was also a stronghold below that village and easily accessible from the water. A lot of people at this point will be saying, Toycat, isn't this a bit suspicious? I mean, it's a console player after all, they can't beat the game fast unless they're cheating. However, this was verified by the speedrun.com leaderboard verifiers. There are several of them, and they collectively decided that this is in fact a legitimate run. Obviously, you can always argue that, like, what if they edited it just really perfectly? What if this whole video is really convincing, fake? But the reality is like, again, that based on all the techniques they have to verify fakes, which have, they've found many of these before. I can talk about some bad speedrun fakes we've seen out there. This is a legitimate run as best anyone can tell looking at it. And, isn't that the ultimate kind of question? Like, if you can't tell that it's if it can't be told that it's a fake run by speedrunning experts, then is it a fake run at all? But anyway, so something incredible here for a controller. Look at the ability they have in making this portal. Obviously, on it again, we've seen Java players be able to do this super fast, but doing this on a PlayStation 4 controller, I can tell you firsthand, like, it is a nightmare. It's one of the things you really don't want to have a control stick for, but they managed to pull it off. And one of the things that to me proves this is definitely not a set seed. If you were trying to make a seed for a great Minecraft run, this is not it. Look at this nether. Not only did the ruin portal not go off earlier, but also look at this nether. He types his coordinates so he knows where to get back to. He spawns on a gravel island in the middle of a soul sand valley. There is a ghast right here, and he's on an island unconnected to anything else. There is no way off this island. Fortunately, he picked up that ender pearl from the stronghold chest. If it weren't for that, this would be run over right here. This would have been the luckiest thing that went nowhere. But yeah, again, luck at somehow he manages to turn this luck around, because it's not just a ghast, by the way. 2 skeletons spawn next to his portal. Like, again, I'm like mentally screaming at the bad luck that's happening right now. After such a good string of events for the first 6 minutes, things go awfully in the nether. But he takes the leap of faith. He decides to go for it, throw his ender pearl out there, and again, he's still in a soul sand valley. But luckily enough, there is a crimson forest. Crimson forests are essential because trading, which is the widespread technique, again, this is another taking a risk thing. Trading doesn't guarantee you'll get ender pearls, but it's the faster way to get them, even if you have to go mining for the gold. So there's no piglins around right now. M8 Use takes the risk. He goes for the, as you can see very clearly, he goes for the gold ore, tries to collect a bunch of that up. Again, really interesting thing to watch, just how few gold nuggets you get each time, but how this is definitely faster than finding a crimson, a warp forest, especially at this stage in the game. So he goes ahead, he decides, we're going to do this, we're going to, get ourselves some gold, and, as you can see, there's just lots of gold mining happening. It's very fun. The cool thing about caves, I like mining in Minecraft. I think it's one of the 2 parts of the name, Minecraft, and it's cool to actually see a run have to do some of that. So, yeah, he mines all of the gold that he can find nearby. He's still going to look for a little bit more because he doesn't really have enough nuggets just yet. So he goes in the cave, picks up the last few bits right here. Again, weird to watch in the middle of one of the fastest, in fact the fastest Minecrafts have been beaten on a random seed. The amount of time that's spent mining the cave. But it's essential, when it's essential, it's essential. Another piece of luck he has right here is that the 2 skeletons fight each other rather than him, so he can pick up the arrows that are might come in useful if he ever needed them to. But yeah, he's going to throw down all the gold he's got so far. The odds of him getting the ender pearls he needs are, it's pretty fractionally low right now. Like, it's not looking good for his odds of definitely getting ender pearls right now. But he goes for it anyway. He makes the trades, and then he looks around for a nether fortress. He's lucky in that there's one right over here. And again, it's incredible the way he moves through this thing. But as you can see, he solidifies himself up and he starts working on killing these blazes. So killing blazes is, I can attest this myself. Let me just say right now, as he goes through one of the most painful parts of Minecraft speedrunning, in my opinion, he's hoping that a 50-50 chance of getting blaze rods happens at least 6 times in the next few minutes. The next literally 5 minutes in this run can make and break everything. He's just hoping that enough of these drop blaze rods, and obviously there's no way to control that luck. It's just all happening by itself. And yeah, if you want an idea of just how insane 13 minutes is, as we watch the rest of this run. I want to just point out that when I was last, the last time a console player was top of the random seed leaderboard, I think it was myself back in like March, and that was with a 30-ish minute time, or it was like much higher than that. But that's the difference that the Never update has made to speedrunning. That's the difference that all the new strategies, including the end, by the way, which we're going to get into. I'm very excited to show you that one. But that's the difference all of these techniques have made to speedrunning. And yeah, it hurts to me that like the one thing that can't be made more efficient is killing blazes. Like the odds that, again, the luck that he's getting on these blazes right here, it's pretty horrendous. But again, 50-50s only happen 50% of the time. Did you guys know that? Wow, that's some crazy numbers happening right there, right? And having these wither skeletons in there too. There's just a lot of things he's got to deal with simultaneously, but somehow he goes ahead and he pulls it off anyway. So at this point, he's got 3 blaze rods. Waiting by this is going to ruin this world record time. It's going to go badly for him. So what he decides to do after this terrible single, Goss blaze spawn, where again, no blaze rods. It's looking bad. The run is looking close to dead, but then he notices in the background there's a bunch of blazes over there. So even though this is a super risky thing to do with just a gold helmet and some leggings, he goes in and he tries to get his blaze rods from here instead. No blaze rod drop on the next blaze. This one will definitely drop one, right? No blaze rod drop again. Again, the luck is just stacking against him at this point. He needs some good drops. Another one with no blaze rods. It's really tragic just how often this 50-50 is not coming off for him. Again, were this any other run, this would be a run-ending thing. But because of just how well that spawn went, he's able to pull it off. He's able to get through this one, and then he goes out there and he finds that, luckily enough, again, the odds of this happening are semi-low on just 3 of them, but he got all of the ender pearls that he needs, which means now he knows this run, if, again, all the luck has come off, all of the luck has gone the way it needs to go, but the essential thing is that he gets a blaze rod from the next couple of blazes that he kills. If he wants to do this in under, 15 minutes and beat the Java world record, or even if he wants to beat the Bedrock world record in, 19 minutes, he needs these blazes to come off quickly. And, after watching some of the most painful stuff, thank God that he does. Thank God that he only gets withered once. He gets his blaze rods. He's getting out there. All he has to do is get past this wither skeleton, and he fails a jump right there, and he gets out there. Ender pearls in hand, blaze rods in hand. He's got 14 ender pearls, which is essential. If he had 12 or only 11, there would be some serious issues there. But fortunately, he's got some spares, which means if he wants to get back home, he can do the dream. This is the dream for every speedrunner, I'm sure. What you want to do is you want to be able to ender pearl back to the portal from up high. This is insane that this actually happens, but as you can see, he pulls it off. The absolute dream for speedrunning. He throws his pearl. I can't imagine the stress in his mind as he's throwing that pearl right there. He throws the pearl, he lands right in front of the portal. He does a fun little console exclusive where he wants to rearrange his inventory, but obviously it's a lot harder to do with a controller. So what he does is he throws his stuff on the ground so that he can pick it up in the order he wants. Again, I love watching the weird ways that have to be improvised. And then he crafts himself the eye offenders that he needs, picks up these stakes. Those are going to be essential later, and here comes the end of the run. So at this point, again, looking at the timer, you can see that there's a huge lead between this and any other Minecraft run done yet. But if he wants this to go well, he's going to need to be able to do a cool little trick called one ticking the end dragon. So he wants to kill the dragon in one round. He doesn't want to wait for the dragon to come round and back. Even the best speedruns up to quite a few months ago had to kill the dragon in multiple rounds. 3 rounds was the fastest you could do it, but most of the time it took 5 rounds, and this took a solid 5-10 minutes onto any run. This run is almost as long as the old end dragon technique was, because he can use his extra ender pearl that he got. Again, so handy that he got 14 of those, huh? He can use his extra thing. He can use the boat, the little glitch where if you attack the dragon in the head, for whatever reason, you can do double as much damage before she flies away. It's weird. He does most of the damage that way, but not enough so that she flies away and waits for another round. And then he pulls off one of the weirdest, and it's almost hard to explain, Bedrock bugs, but this is a key thing you gotta do. You put some lava near where the dragon's head is meant to be. As you can see, he's gonna pull that off right here. Very uncomfortable to watch. And then despite all of the nerves that must be running through his head at this point, he manages to place the beds one after another quick enough so that the dragon doesn't fly away, killing the dragon with 3 swift explosions, and yes, she's dead. Something I want to show, because, like in this video, we've been mostly just showing off the gameplay. That's what it's all been about. But something that just has to be said is the insane reaction that, like if you've been running Minecraft over and over again, just loading up random seeds, hoping for the luck, and then finally you get that luck and you manage to pull it off, even in the cases where it looked the worst. Again, there were moments where this run looked awful. This is the reaction you would probably have too.
What the f? Oh my god! Oh my god! What the f? What the f? What the f? Oh my... I'm done, dude. Oh my god!
That's right, that is the conclusion. That is how a Minecraft PlayStation 4 player beat Minecraft in less time than any Minecraft Java or Minecraft Bedrock player has done on any other platform. And again, my immediate thought when this is like, I'm a skeptic. Every time I look at this, I'm like, this must have been fake. Maybe you load up the seed and there's some like stitching of this together. But the way, the confusion in the stronghold that you could genuinely see right there, the fact that the ruin portal near spawn didn't turn out to be anything useful. It was really lucky that it was there, but it wasn't actually, essential. The only essential thing was having access to that end portal, under the spawn. But that is a thing that happens common enough that if you ran Minecraft 100 times, you might see it once too. And given the weeks of running that had to happen from M8 used to see this one, this is a genuinely decent run. This is the most incredible feat from a Minecraft console player. There are still people who think like, oh yeah, but Minecraft on consoles, that's just the, that's the weird version of people who can't afford computers or something yet. And that's one of the perceptions I've spent years trying to correct. But the fact that this right here, it's not just me doing a thing in a category that isn't very well populated. There are lots of Minecraft Bedrock speedrunners right now, and one of them, the most successful of them, as of recording this video, is M8U's, a Minecraft PlayStation 4 player that has been verified to have the fastest completion of Minecraft, not just in Minecraft PlayStation 4, not just in Minecraft console, not just in Minecraft Bedrock, in Minecraft history for a random seed. This is insane, and the craziest thing is that because of all these new techniques that have been discovered in the last few weeks, I think it's possible we see a shorter run than this. I mean, even in this run, just the weird glitches and the weird ways that certain things went down, the super bad luck that never spawned, I think that there is a genuine possibility we see something better than this in the not-so-near future. But that's, a story for another day. For now, this is the story of the PlayStation 4 world. This is the story of M8U's. I'll link his channel down below if you want to check it out, and thank you for watching this video. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed watching it. I hope you did too. If you did, then be sure to subscribe, because this is that moment in the video where YouTubers tell you to smash the like button and the bell and all that stuff. But no, in all seriousness, I make a lot of videos about weird things in Minecraft. If you want to subscribe, you'll see those daily on your homepage. Otherwise, you know what? I just hope you have a nice day. Goodbye.